I accidentally fell into nuclear wastewater and somehow reached the peak of my life. Just as I was about to drive home to change clothes, my body started shaking uncontrollably. Soon after, I coughed up a puddle of black, sticky substance. At first, I didn't think much of it, but when I forced myself back home, I kept vomiting nonstop, and it was all the nuclear wastewater I had swallowed. A chill spread through my body, and even wrapped in a thick blanket, I still felt freezing. Unbeknownst to me, my body was quietly mutating. When I woke up the next day, my body had returned to normal, and I felt a surge of strength throughout. Realizing I was fine, I went to work at the construction site as usual, only to run into a gang shootout. Bullets sent me plummeting from the building. At that height, a normal person would die instantly, but to my surprise, I just lay there and dozed off for a few minutes. When I woke up, I was fine. I froze on the spot, stunned. Knowing the gang was still upstairs, I immediately ran home. I ran for dozens of miles without even panting, as if my body was filled with endless power. Back home, I didn't think much of it, since my priority was tending to my wounds. But then, my downstairs neighbor started making a huge ruckus, which instantly made me furious. I just wanted them to quiet down, but a single punch ended up breaking their door. That's when I realized something was wrong with my body. To test my suspicions, I moved my wardrobe with ease. Just a gentle push sent the hundreds of pounds cabinet flying. Next, I noticed the radiator at home. A light tug pulled it right off the wall. Pressing on it lightly, it instantly collapsed like an accordion. After falling into the nuclear wastewater, I had awakened a superpower. To further test it, I came up with a bold idea. Late at night, wearing a mask, I went to an ATM and started smashing it violently. With one final push, I pulled the ATM straight out of the wall and carried it home. With money in hand, I immediately stocked up on all my favorite ice cream and filled my freezer to the brim. When I went to change my wound dressing, I found my injuries had miraculously healed and my muscles had grown even stronger. While I was still in shock, a scream suddenly came from the neighbor's house. Curious, I slowly stepped outside, only to see a few thugs harassing the female neighbor downstairs. Being a normally timid person, I didn't dare intervene and just pretended to walk by. But the gang leader took a dislike to me, warning me to stay away, then dragged the neighbor inside. At this critical moment, a man suddenly burst through a window. It was me, the one who had been warned. This time, I wouldn't let these thugs get away. The man immediately attacked, but it felt like a mere tickle to me. I lifted the 300-pound man into the air, and in front of everyone's shocked eyes, threw him out. Another thug tried to step in, but the next second,